I see. What up, people? What up? 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 How are all of you doing? I don't know how I'm gonna do this carrying this water bottle with me too, but let me see here. Try to figure this out. To do the best I can. But no, I'm pretty happy about today and what happened and the way everything turned out. I think it's good. I think it's a step in the right direction, no matter what. Because, like I said, I stand with God. I preach the word of God. I believe in God. Everything I do through God, and it's just that simple. So we gonna keep on doing what we do and pressing forward here. And that's all it's about, man. Bring unity through God every day, more and more and more. I told y'all I was here to bring unity. I have the power to do anything I want. I feel like we all do. Um, and that's what a lot of this is about, is empowering people and having people find their power. I'm about self-empowerment and empowering others, you know, and most people in this government, they're about disempowering. They don't want none of us to have power. That's what this is all about. These people that get on this network and they're jelly and they feel whatever way they do about people like me who are successful. You know, are they trying to help us or are they trying to hold us back? Right. They're trying to hold us back. So, I mean, here, y'all gonna have to bear with me because I'm gonna get a couple of videos right quick. Hold up. Back. I got quite a few right there that might work out well when I upload them. But hey, I mean, you know, like Jared helped me with a little something to eat. Strength regimen was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool, man. I don't have any complaints, and I'm not two-faced and it's not two-faced. It's just the word is two-faced. I'm not two-faced, and I'm not hypocritical, and I'm not going to come on here and act some other way like everybody does on social media, which I don't understand. But nah, I thought it was cool. They kind of caught me off guard. I I came out, I turned around, and I see these two dudes there, and I'm like, that's odd because it just usually doesn't work out like that. There's usually like not too many people out there. And then I take a double look because I'm like, wait a minute, did that guy just have a Batman mask on? So I turn around and then my eyes start like adjusting, and I'm like, oh, that's them. I was like, oh, hell no. And like, but like, I just said what's up, and that was about it. Uh, I thought it was cool, man. I think it's I mean, I'm all about forgiveness, you know what I mean? Like I said, I've never, done or said anything wrong towards them. I've always tried to be nice. You know, they've done a lot, but you got to kind of let go of stuff, and that's what I do. It's not really a big deal to me. Um, and I'm a grown man, as are all of us supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I think it was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought they were cool. Like I said, I mean, it was cool for me. I haven't seen Jared. I haven't seen either of them. I don't really remember the brother from back in the day. I haven't seen Jared in years. Uh, so I thought it was cool, man. I think it's a major milestone for where we're going and the direction that we're headed. Um, it's just truthfully what I believe. I think it's great. I want to bring unity, like I said, and it was kind of relevant to what I said today in my live stream and my show. And so for them to show up, that must have had something to do with it. So they said they listened to me while they're at work and stuff. That's cool. Whatever else we talked about, I want that to remain between us, as far as, well, whatever it was. But man, I want to make money. I'm always down to work. You know what I mean? He was just telling me that I could go out there and work with him. I mean, yeah, I would, but I also don't want to deal with any of this internet stuff. So I mean, that's my deal. I can't have folks get in the way of me making money. I'd gladly go out there and work with him. He said it's like 11 an hour. If they pick me up, why not? Anything that'll help me make some scratch and some change for the day to help me eat and stuff. That's all I'm trying to do. That'll help me tremendously. And I mean, if I make over $100, I can go get me a bicycle. It'll help me build this. I mean, that's what I've been saying for all these years. I've been saying, uh, Jared is, I mean, we should have been working together day one. When I got here, had he just approached things the right way with me, I was excited about it. I thought we were going to chill and do some content together and all that. So like I said, if they just get away from the evil stuff and these internet trolls, like I had asked a million times and told them, that's all I asked. But yeah, I thought it was. Oh man, that's creepy. Is that a toad? Are you another little toad? Is that what you are? Yeah, a little baby toad. A little baby. Yeah, a little baby toad. I'm not gonna do the whole video and all that for him. Them toads have gotten enough shine. No, I'm just kidding, but I just don't feel like doing it right now. I got enough videos for tonight, I think. Then I got all that footage. I still got to go through it. There's quite a bit of it left and see what I can get for here for this. I'm happy about it. I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I mean, when I work out, bro, I can't, it's hard for me to do the basketball. I was working out all day training before, so my game is way off, and I was just kind of, clowning around. You see, when I start to go, take it seriously for a little, I, get some highlight footage, but I'm just, there's a honk. When I work out, man, I can't do, I can't do the basketball usually. It's just, it throws everything off because my strength, I can't feel like where my strength levels are at. So that's all that is. But I think it's cool. I'm trying to help you out as much as I can. If you can see and pay attention to that. I think it was a good look for y'all. I think it's a good look, period. And, I do understand that folks are trying to make it on here. You know what I mean? They're trying to build a career on here. I see that. I understand that. So I do my best to try to help you out as far as doing this. You know what I mean? But like I said, with me, everything's real over here. Everything's official tissue. We don't take advantage. We don't try to make people look anyway. Like I said, we're all about God, man, and being genuine. And I just think it's good, man. I mean, like I said, I had never met Ryan before, but I know of him. They said I met him one time. I honestly don't remember. But I mean, I care about them both. I mean, you know what I mean? I've always cared about Jared because Jared is just who I knew. But I mean, I wish him the best and I hope that everything works out for him, you know. But I think that was a good move on their part today, you know. And that's all. I can't worry about people and whether they have agendas or not. Hopefully not. But I don't know. They said we can go out and eat one day. I'm down to do that. Like I said, just whatever we talk about, converse, whatever we do, keep it between you and I. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. You know what I mean? But respect that. You know what I mean? That's about it. Other than that, hopefully it'll help you out. I know you're trying to build a platform. I'm doing the best I can, man, you know, to help you out with that. So I'll do what I can. Like I said, as far as doing content, I'm always down to do that. I think that we should take it seriously and do it, you know, just do it serious. We'll still have fun with it, you know, but I think we should just, you know, take it seriously and find some time to really do it. And that's all. But they drive, I don't. So, you know, like I said, I've lived a lot of life, man. Like I said, they gave me fake tickets. They targeted me because I made too much money. Everybody was jelly. I've been through hell, and you know, I have a lot to rebuild, and I'm confident that God will rebuild it for me. You know, it's not in my hands anymore. It's just not. It's all too far gone. I've been through too much. That's why I give it over to God. You know, and that's what built me. That's what made a man of God, man of faith. And hold on. And you know, that's my whole point. I don't give up on people, no matter how dark they get or how dark the road they go down gets or whatever, man. I still don't give up on folks, you know. So I know Jared is a good dude, you know, inside inherently. If he'll just let himself be himself and tap into that again, and hopefully I'll be able to help him, you know, grow and evolve as a person. Same with Ryan. Um, I think they're both good dudes. I mean, from what I saw today, I mean, they're cool. You know, like they're good dudes. I mean, they're all right. They're cool. I mean, you know what I mean? So that's all. I mean, it's just about doing the right thing. I saw Jared had another video about something about that kind of spiritual stuff. I didn't watch it, but I guess maybe that's him waking up. You know, like I said, if you just do things genuinely, man, I believe it'll work out for you. You know, I mean, like I said, things go wrong. I got a lot going wrong for me right now. I'm going through some physical stuff that's very serious. Nothing is easy for me. Life ain't easy. Um, you know, and we all need help. So that's my whole point. Like, hopefully, we can come to a place where we work together. And that's what I've been saying all these years. Is we're just wasting time. I mean, we should have been working together uh, day one. You know, I'm not worried about other people, and that's all I'm saying. Just keep them other folks out of my business. That's all I'm saying. I don't want other people to be a part of nothing. If I'm not cool with them, you already know what it is. You know what I mean? Outside of that, uh, with Jared and Ryan, I'm cool with. I don't have no issue. And that's the thing. I'm here to bring peace and equality and fairness and justice. And I mean, like I said, look what happens in 5 seconds when we actually come together. All we did was play a little basketball. There's already a bunch of folks watching the videos. I mean, so he helped me out. I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend he didn't because he did, you know, and I'm, you know, proud of him for that. I'm glad he did that. And we all need help, you know, and don't get it twisted and think that I just take help from people because I don't. You know, I have helped everyone. Okay, I've paid tons of money in taxes, in land taxes. I've paid everybody's bills. I paid grown men's light bills. I've given people thousands of dollars, taking care of everybody. Okay, so that's why it's my turn now for people to want to help me because I'm in that position now. and that's just part of life, and that's okay. You know what I mean? But like I said, I live without fear. That's what all this is about. As much as possible, as much as I can. I don't have a choice with what I went through physically, what happened to me when these people made their phone calls to Seton Hospital. Like I said, everything is serious business over here, and it's real as it gets. You know, so I think it was cool, man. I mean, yeah, if they're serious and you want me to go out there and work with you, I'd be more than happy to do that. You're just gonna have to pick me up. I mean, that's just reality. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, I talked to them. They know what we discussed and what we talked about, so that's it. You know, it's between us. So, hopefully, hopefully they'll help me out, man, because right now I'm the one who needs help. I mean, that's just reality. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that comes with being a grown man, and when you remain a man and keep your honor and your respect and your pride, you're going to go through a lot of things. So that's what I'm saying. I'm a larger than life type of person, and that's what it's really about, man, is showing love and building real connections and real relationships with people that last. So the thing that makes me smile and I'm happy about, I'm just glad that I'm helping folks. To me, it seems like they kind of look up to me a little bit. I know Jared does, and I mean, I've always cared about Jared. I'm happy that I hope that he's coming to God the right way, and I hope that I can get him to start walking down the right path finally. Um, so that's what it's about for me. You know, I don't have an ulterior motive. I don't have an agenda. These people have been watching me long enough, and Jared and I used to be real, actual friends, to an extent. And I mean, I still miss that. I mean, we were actual friends. So that's what a lot of people don't know. So, and by the way, with the music album, if it's the Simpletons or whatever, the rap album, I didn't take you off the rap album. That's not what happened. The track, when we recorded it in that hotel room, I remember exactly where we recorded. I know exactly what you're talking about. And around that time, I was selling physical copies of CDs, and I could go to the island and I could do anything. Like, people would pay me like good money. Hold up. But you get away from them, and that's what I told you, the right advice day one. But no, I didn't take you off any rap album, brother. The track, I can't remember exactly what happened with it, but I do remember sitting in that room and something was wrong with the sound, if you remember. And that was the only track. And I recorded it like overdubbed, like too loud. You remember? So that was why, if it didn't go on the album, that was why. Or I had to take that part out because it was the only way to press the track where I felt like it sounded halfway, releasable. So it had nothing to do with anything like that. I wasn't taking you off the album or no, nothing like that. And that's what I'm saying. These things happen with musicians too, like misunderstandings. Like, no, literally, I had to do that with the album because the track, I didn't produce it right. And that was just, because I was working with the resources I had at the time, and it was like on an old laptop. So that track, I didn't record it right, and it just got messed up. That's all. It was never like I was taking him off the album, not at all. And then, like I said, the whole time I was trying to offer you to sign with Cashless Bane, right? I mean, all I can say is when we get our money, maybe we can work something out and get you to really sign to Cashless Bane Records, and then we can build a record label up. And that way we have you, rapping and doing stuff. That's my thing. I'm not gonna hold on to grudges and issues that I don't even really have. People did what they did. I want to move forward. Now, there's some people that, I mean, if they came in front of me, I'm not going to sit here and be nice and be your friend, but when it comes to them two, that's a different story, bro. You know what I mean? So I've been knowing them. I've known Jared for a long time. I haven't seen him in years. So I'm just happy I got to see him. I thought that was cool. He looks all right. So, I mean, I'm glad that he's doing well. And that's from the bottom of my heart. You know what I mean? So, hopefully they'll help me because I'm the one who needs help at this point, and that's just the truth. You know what I mean? And it's funny how life works, man. That's how life works sometimes. You know, I mean, it makes sense that I might be in a position where I need help. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it all makes sense. It really does. It makes sense. I've done so much that it makes perfect sense to me. I've accomplished a lot too. So, like I said, I don't know. I think that that's good. That there was never anything else there. Like I said, I just needed to have a conversation, and that was it. So we've talked. We'll get to talk some more, and that's about it, bro. I thought they were cool. I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm always down to eat, man. I love food. So, number one, I'll say thank you. Genuinely, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Number two, I'm totally down. Yeah, I'm down for what you were talking about. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Hopefully he can figure everything out so that we can talk and, get in touch the right way and all that. But I mean, I understand that they need help trying to build everything, and they want to build a platform. And I mean, I'm sure that they want to work with me on stuff. Like I said, why not? Of course, I'm going to be smart and pay attention, you know, because I know that all these people keep working with these weird trolls and all that who have their agenda, and it's clear as day. But I mean, I can't be sitting around, worrying about nonsense. I got to do what I got to do. So like, I ain't worried about none. It is what it is. But we gonna have to move forward, and it's just that simple, man. I mean, people don't understand. I'm a really tough individual. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And like I said, if either of them want to learn the fitness stuff, like if Ryan wants to try to learn how to do, he was kind of messing around talking to me, and he was trying to see if he could do that. I mean, the lifts are very hard. I mean, it's not an exercise that most people can do, and he told me that he's up to like 230, which is amazing. That's cool. I'm only like 150, bro. So I'm a lot lighter than you. So, I mean, that's part of it, and it just takes time. I think anyone could try to do it, but it just takes time. And I mean, you got to be careful because it's not an easy exercise. I mean, I'm picking my whole body up in the air and I'm rising with it. I'm picking up. So, I think it put it in perspective today that what I do is not no joke. This is very real, serious training. And that's all. I never claimed I was better than anyone. I never said that. Never said anything like that. Never. I've never sat here and bragged. I've never been about an ego. So, that's the thing. These people these random people will say these things and then act like I said them. They'll try to speak for me. Like, that's the only game I don't play. Like, I speak for me. That's why you talk to me direct. And that's what I told Jared day one. So, no, I'm happy about it. I'm trying to help you out as much as I can. And, I appreciate you helping me out a little. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we keep on doing things, working together. That's the whole point, of course. I mean, we're all about creating real content over here. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't have a selfish interest. I want to see everybody win and everybody eat and everybody do well. And like I said, I mean, that's the thing. It's been so unfair with everyone against me. How can I make it with no help? I mean, God told me help is coming. I don't know. He works in mysterious ways. Maybe that's part of the help he's sending. I have no idea, man. I didn't expect to see him there today. So when they just showed up and they were on the bench kind of joking around, like seeing if I would see them, I was like tripping. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know they were there. I was busy working and getting my videos. So I don't feel any way about it. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, they have the ability to help me. That's the reality. Hold up. Right. You can't be like Coach Eli. You can't be like the fake life coach, Coach Eli, and be scared to talk to people and stuff. Like, dude, the whole area, like the whole valley is becoming aware of me. I mean, it's become a big deal and a big thing. And like, I have no issue with that. In fact, if anything, that's good. And that should be the goal. That way everybody knows what it is with me and knows who I am. And it's star power. And I'm trying to be a representative of the Valley, you know. And like I said, not everything works out, you know, synonymous all the time, or it's not all beautiful and pretty. Sometimes it just is what it is, you know. But like, I pull through and I do the right thing always. And that's the thing you'll notice with me. So, like I said, with great power comes great responsibility. And I feel I do a great job as a role model, as everything. So I'm trying to be a representative for the Valley and put Brownsville on the map, um, and carry them on my back, so to speak, for a lot of just everything that's public. You know, this is going to get a lot of publicity. I mean, you're looking at something that's nationwide and going to extend to worldwide and international. This is not a game. It's not a joke. All I need is the funding and the money. And like I said, everybody out there can contribute and donate. Any funds that you send, it's basically allocated funds. I allocate the resources and I use it and invest it into what I'm doing. Right now, I need a bike. I'd like to get an electric bike or an electric scooter. That's what I really need to be able to do my career effectively. I don't know if anyone has money like that or wants to do that or can, but that's what I need. That works well, and I don't got to keep messing with it, you know? So that's all, you know. All the other stuff, like I said, people are fans. It's kind of odd to me that people don't seem to get things that happened over like a year and a half ago, and they're like stuck back a year and a half ago. I don't know what that's about. Like, people keep talking about the same thing with the scooter, but the scooter has been like out of commission for a while. I mean, that's like a year and a half, 2 years, bro. I ain't been using that thing in forever. I've used bicycles since then. I've done a lot. I've accomplished a lot. I've stayed working, you know. So I don't know. I just feel like people ask the wrong questions. You know, like, I mean, I don't get it. You know, why are you always walking? Because I need to, because like I said, the entire point of the channel and what I do is standing up to corruption. I got targeted. Like, I'm lucky to even be here. That's why I'm walking. Is that a good answer? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me, some of the questions that get asked, and just the lack of awareness of the situation or lack of know-how. Like, it's obvious what I do, brother. I walk all over the place because my license is suspended because they gave me fake tickets, and it's not in this county. You know what I mean? So it's just a silly question. Like, why am I walking? I don't understand that. I mean, you asked the same question like a year ago. You know, like, it's just like with the scooter. The scooter's been out of commission for like a year and a half, 2 years. So I'm just saying, people need to catch up. I mean, if you're going to talk, I'm going to respond. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. People need to like make sense when they speak. So, like I said, we're way past all that. We're light years beyond that. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I walk because I live in a place where there's good public transportation. It's decent enough for me to move around. And like I said, why would I not walk? Like, I just don't get that. Why is my business your concern? That's the real question. You know what I mean? Because I'm a grown man and I'm 36 years old, bro. That's why. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, it's called, the real answer is because I'm a real man. Like, that's my point. Like, you know, when it comes to other people, like I said, people could do what they want, but a lot of folks, y'all didn't come up like me. Y'all are entitled. Y'all have no idea who you're talking to or what you're talking about. Like I said, I'm the only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. For real. Like, I've really done that. So that's all I'm saying. It'd just be kind of funny. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and put up with nothing. If you say something funny style to me, I'm just gonna tell you reality. And that's it, you know. And I keep a even attitude with it, but I'm just gonna respond. And I'm not gonna have people just say things that don't make any sense and not let them know and address them publicly. It doesn't make sense. So, like I said, I walk because I exercise every day. I walk because it's what I want to do. You understand? This is why I'm in better shape than all y'all. That's why I walk. You understand? I've got an entire car lot right now. All I'm waiting on is independent capital. So the real answer and why it's a weird question is I walk because of all of you. I walk because you all have money and you put it into nonsense and waste your money when you could be donating me that money because y'all come from like rich families and you're super entitled, and you could be donating me that bread and then I wouldn't be walking. You see what I'm saying? And then it's weird because you act like it's a thing that's gone on for a long time. I had a scooter. I have 5 bikes in inventory. I walk when I want, and I use whatever means of transportation when I want. And I own about 5 vehicles, and one of them I paid $25,000 for. So I just think I'm just tired of the silliness. I'm tired of the silly questions. I'm tired of but it comes with the territory. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't care what people tell themselves. But that's what I'm saying. You got to be completely out of touch with reality to not understand after a year and a half to 2 years has passed to still be stuck in the past like that. I don't get that. That's just odd, right? So that's the thing. Like, what way am I supposed to take it? I take it like people are talking differently or whatever. Like, it is what it is, man. Could care less. You know what I mean? Like I said, with me, the thing that they don't get with me is that I didn't have a family that had me entitled. I had to do all this by myself since I was 16. So you will never comprehend how much money I've made and spent. You will never comprehend that I literally do this off the strength of God, and I provide my own budget, and I funded this project out of my own pocket. And this project protects all of you. Okay. I protect you while you sleep, literally. Okay. From forces unseen that you don't even know. I had a family, a dad walk up today, bro, with his little girl and literally tell me, "Thank you, Batman, for protecting us," and said that she just wants to say thank you and say hi. I mean, stuff like that, bro. Moments like that. That's a big deal, bro. That's a big deal to me. I'm making a real serious change and impact that people are understanding my effort. And like I said, my stand against crime and corruption. And that's what I'm saying. The grown folks and the adults, they understand it. It's these other weird snowflake generations that want to play these games. And I just don't have time for it. That's all. You know what I mean? Because it just kind of seems like it's always the same people. And like I said, there's a lot of entitlement out here. I don't come from entitlement. I'm not like those type of individuals. I come from the country, bro. I had to work for everything I ever got. So that's why it's funny, and that's why you need a variety. It's okay to disagree. I'm not afraid of disagreement. I'm not afraid of anything. I think it's good that people come from different backgrounds, but just be fair when you talk. You have no idea what's happened with me. You have no idea how deep the rabbit hole goes. You have no idea what I've been through. Have a little bit more consideration when you speak. And that comes with maturity. That comes with, as you evolve and you develop as a person, you get smarter about how you talk to people. You feel me? Because like I said, I'm a grown man, bro. I've been through hell. Like I said, I got families coming up and basically congratulating me and saying, "Yo, we see you. Thank you for protecting us." That was an epic type of moment. That wasn't no joke. That meant a lot to me. So, I mean, I'm happy about it. So, other than that, I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Um, in my closing statements tonight with this, at least for right now, because I mean, I got to keep going live every chance I get as much as I can. But all I want to say is, that's the thing. I mean, I do this for real. I've funded this out of my own pocket for 2.5. This is my 3rd year. And I've protected everyone. I've stood on business for real. I come up in the street against criminals and all sorts of people. I stood up to the corrupt head on and won. I mean, this is a real stance. It's a real stance against crime and corruption. So I just don't have time for people who don't take themselves seriously. And that's what it is. That's the reality. Because if you took yourself seriously, you wouldn't ask me silly questions. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying is you always have like the couple of people who don't get it, but then you've got an entire public that does. And I do this for y'all. I do this for the people who understand it, who want to acknowledge basic reality of how much I've actually accomplished, what a boss I am, and how much I've actually gotten done to help everyone. So like I said, I mean, I funded this project. Listen to what I'm saying. For 2.5 going on 3 years out of my own pocket. I've made plenty of money, clearly, if I've continued to remain sufficient and do all this. I paid for everything. Bat cycle was $1,300. I fixed it twice, paid to fix it twice. Okay. It was like $200-300 each time. Right. Like I said, I got 5 bikes in inventory, $200 to $300 plus each one. I paid cash for all that, all my money. Like I said, we just now we're starting to receive a little bit of donations, right? Because of God, right? And because I'm bringing people to God the right way and people are waking up. But like, that's all it is. I make income and I get donations. That's it. You know what I mean? And I came with my cooking money. Yeah, and I just put it all together. You know, like I said, the 18 gauge steel armor costs thousands of dollars. The bulletproof vest I got on right now while I'm talking to you costs thousands of dollars. That's a lot of money, bro. That's how you build a business. Everything is official here. I'm just never going to let anyone, I don't care who you are, like talk down or say anything to me that don't make sense, bro. Like that's crazy to me. You know, like I do this for real. I'm not some kind of, this is not a spectacle. This is not some your entertainment. This is what I do. And that's all I'm saying, you know? So make sure you take me serious. I'm not asking for anything. I demand my respect. You feel me? And it's always going to be like that. Because like I said, I've accomplished too much. I've done too much. And like I said, the grown folks, they know that. They understand it, bro. They know what I've come up against. They can just fathom and imagine. Nobody really knows. Because if you knew, you would really be impressed. That's the reality. So, like I said, man, I'm unbreakable, man. I don't fold because when I broke, it turned me into everything I am now. If I ever really did, because I really didn't, you know? It's the whole thing. It's about the mental, man. It's about your strength and acuity. It's about having a relationship with God. And that's the truth. So, like I said, I don't care what these folks think. I care about what real people think. You feel me? Like I said, I do this for the people who really matter, the people who stand on something, not for people who want to fake like they snobs and ain't even got no money and could never come close to me financially. How about that? That's reality. I don't do this for poses. I don't do this for people who jelly of me, who try to use words to make themselves feel better. Like that's what a lot of people do, bro. They try to overcompensate, or they just don't know no better, and that's even worse. You know, there's too much knowledge around, bro, to be ignorant. There really is. There's too much knowledge in this world to say silly things and not acknowledge reality. There really is. Like I'm just being honest, bro. So, you know, me, Batman, telling you what it is for real, bro. Catch up, man. You know what I mean? Like real talk, bro. Like I said, I funded all this out of my own pocket. The bulletproof vest I got on, like I said, cost 5 to 10 G's. It don't matter about money, bro. I manifested all this money. I want to see you do it. People like that who are entitled and their parents pay for everything. I want to see you be in my shoes. I got set up and targeted by the government, came up against corrupt departments out here and won. I want to see you do it before you tell me anything. And since I know you can't do that, I suggest you just don't say nothing to me. None of y'all. Okay? Like, I'm a grown man. I'll walk when I want and I'll do what I want. How about that? Exactly. So, like I said, you know, I mean, folks is just funny, bro. Like, you got to come correct. Yeah, the bulletproof vest I'm wearing costs 5 to 10 racks. Go look it up. It's level 3 hard plate. I put all this together with my own finances, my money. I facilitated this. This is my project, and I'm the boss. I'm the manager. I'm the CEO over here. I run my whole own company. I run the operations. I run the projects. I run the assignments. I create the missions. So that's my whole thing. People talk, but like we literally every day occupy and exist one realm of reality. It is not a choice. You will all acknowledge it. I'm tired of that, bro. I'm tired of hearing it, man. Like real talk. Them folks is grasping for straws. You ever heard that phrase? Those are the snowflakes, the entitled generation. Y'all are entitled and you want to say something to make yourself feel better because you don't know nothing about no hard work. You don't know what it's like to be a man and take care of yourself. I've been on my own since I was 16, homeboy. We are not the same, bro. None of y'all. Like I said, that's great that you sit around and you feel empty every day and you got to go, you know, ride around on nonsense and play nonsense and listen to nonsense and don't even know what music is. That's great for you, but don't act aloof like you don't know what you're doing. Y'all all know who I am and know about me, partner. All y'all. And you know what I've accomplished. And I think it really phases you. I think that's why you talk like that. So let me spin it around back on you. You know, the question is, why aren't you walking? Why aren't you getting in better shape? What's wrong with walking? Nothing. Batman has to do missions walking, bro. There's a lot going on in these streets. What do you mean? That's a silly question, bro. Like, what? I don't even get what that means. Like, that's the thing. They'll be acting like it's a lack of something or like you don't have bread. I don't have 5 cars, homie. What is you talking about, bro? Can you make sense? Like, I'm just tired of hearing it, bro. Like, yeah, the guy walking has run circles around you financially. Maybe you should be walking. Real talk. Maybe you should get like me. You feel me? Instead of wasting your time doing nonsense, y'all can't even build a business. Y'all are not rich, none of you. Like I said, anyone you know, I don't care who it is out here, all y'all and your parents, I've made and spent more money than your parents could ever dream of. Your parents probably jelly of me. That's reality. I own 14 cars out here, Hoss. Okay? I'm the self-made trillionaire. That's who Tyree Sneed is. Yeah. When they said eccentric billionaire, who you think they describing? The prophecy about me, homeboy. Talk about cars and this and that. I own 5 of them right now, bro. It ain't about not having. It's got nothing to do with that. It's called standing up to the system. It's called when you actually resemble something and they worried and concerned about you. When real folks make real money, you gonna be walking. There's your answer to your question. So don't ask me silly questions if you don't want a straight up answer, because I have to answer it the real way, right? See my point? See, folks be talking, they think I feel some way. You feel some way, that's why you're saying it, and I'm gonna point it out now. I'm about tired of it. I've heard enough. Okay? What you should be doing is sitting down and using them entitled funds that other people give y'all and sitting down and building a business. Since you can't do that, don't worry about me and what I'm doing, partner. All right? Feel me? Real talk. Because, I mean, I'm building businesses with no budget in front of you. Like, how you have the audacity to ask me a question if you're being given money that you don't work for? Think about this. And you have some kind of funding and you can't talk to your people. I don't care who it is. These people got parents that got some money. All these folks got a little bit of bread. And you can't explain to them, hey, look, this guy's got a real effort. He's protecting us and standing up for us. I'm protecting all of Texas and the United States already. I've done this all over the country in front of you while you sat there and did nothing. Okay. And you've got an entire public who has people like that who have funds and money. Why don't we use our mind and get smart and say, hey, I'm going to donate him money because he's going to use that money in ways I never could? Because that's the reality, brother. I'm walking because I walk with God. You know why I'm walking? And this is just me answering your question. I have to. You asked it. I'm walking. You don't like the answer though, do you? I bet. I guarantee you don't like it, right? But I love it because guess what? I'm walking because God told me to pick up my cross and follow him. And that's what I do. That's why I walk. Because I'm a grown man who actually faces reality, unlike y'all. Unlike you. You understand? I don't waste time pretending I'm having fun. I really have fun. And guess what? My career is fun. We're nothing alike, bro. What do you mean? Like I said, it just gets old, man. It really does. It gets old, bro. That's the thing, bro. Y'all be putting up with that stuff. I don't. I don't care who it is, bro. Like, real talk, y'all got no business talking to me in the first place, bro, if you ain't gonna come with some respect, man. That's crazy, bro. See, that's y'all's generation. That's y'all folks. I don't get down like that. I'm from the country. You talk to me with respect, and I'll tell whoever, any of y'all. You feel me? That's crazy to me. So, like I said, there's a lot of good, positive things going on. I would never, ever let people like that ever come into what I'm building. That's why I keep my circle small. I don't deal with folks like that who delusional and can't seem to accept basic reality. I have run circles around you and everyone you know financially. Don't talk to me about no money or why I'm walking. You crazy? What? You serious right now? That's what I'm saying. It's funny as hell, bro. Like, the real talk. They be talking and they be talking behind people's back like me and have no idea that they all literally are talking about delusion, things that don't exist. The only reality that exists to date is that Tyree Sneed is going to buy out this entire neighborhood, every block, every mansion. After I just am a legend and did all this other stuff financially and everything, I created the Valley's economy. What? Bro, I was spending 4 or 5 G's living off the Holiday Inn in Town Lake in Austin. What? I used to be at the La Quinta paying for rooms in McAllen. What is you talking about, bro? I hired a lawyer for $5,000, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's crazy. Like, please get some respect before you ask silly questions. Like, why is you walking? Brother, do you know what I've been through? You have any clue what reality comes with? Right, because y'all ain't in reality. Y'all just move around and mosey around and waste your time every day. Well, that's for you. You go ahead and do that. And guess what? Let me explain something to you, homeboy. Your opinion will never matter. Not just to me, but to no one in the world. You know why? Because the only thing and the only person that people are going to care what they have to say is people like me who aren't entitled and who work and climb up the ranks and work hard. People respect hard work. People respect strength. They don't respect entitlement. Facts. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about y'all's little hand-me-down fake money. Nobody cares about that little fake stuff you do, right? And like I said, when I've already put a stop to all that and addressed every individual that even tried to open their mouth slightly with some nonsense, you would think that at some point they'd get together and talk and learn. You know what I mean? Nah, bro, talk to me the right way, bro. We don't accept nothing else. Feel me? And that's it. You know what I mean? If y'all some fans, how is you a fan, but literally showing that you got a little bit of bread and y'all can't donate a dime? I don't want to hear nothing, homeboy. That's the question. Why are you walking? Why aren't you donating? And walk away. That's going to be the response from now on. See, folks is right over here and want to act like they don't know what's up. Y'all all know what's good, man. All of y'all, you know reality, son. Real talk. What you talking about? Like you ain't heard about me. Said what? Yeah, I was the youngest, richest dude out here with 14 vehicles, a 50-acre property. I went to a homeless shelter, worked temp labor 6 in the morning every day, paid off the taxes, and when I was almost done paying them off, I turned around and sold it for 100,000. I'm a boss. Do you understand the meaning of who you're talking to? I was in Vegas, San Antonio with over 60 grand. Like right after that. Y'all better get real, bro. Y'all funny as hell. I'm the king of Lidl, remember? What? These folks is funny as hell. Over there, I had what, like 4 cars? Remember? BMW 6 Series, all that. It ain't nothing. These people talk, but those be the same people. I'm telling you, they so jelly and they hypocritical and they fake. They be the same ones that repping like all that fake stuff, like the cartel when I shut down the illegal operations in my sleep, literally, hands on. That's why it's funny, because it's like that's the best you got to send entitled millennials and people to say whack stuff that don't make sense and don't apply. Man, y'all petty, bro. Y'all funny as hell. You understand? No, see, this is real what I do. You can never make me look fake. It's like Eminem said, you're only going to be in for a rude awakening, because sooner or later, you haters are all going to face me. See my point? See, then the games I don't play. You talk crazy, you're going to get addressed. I don't care who you are. Real talk. You ain't got no business saying nothing to me then, if it ain't real and it ain't positive. How about that? There's your answer. Okay? I'm not your friend. I don't know you. You understand? So, like I said, it's just crazy to me that they can't even understand my family is who built all of Texas. Okay? Real talk. The only reason that y'all get to even do what you do and be entitled is because my family built this state for you to be able to walk this land freely. And that's my issue with it. Y'all don't even know where you walking. You walking on my soil, bro. On mine. Tyree Sneed, this is my soil. Every acre in Texas is technically mine. I own it. Don't you forget it. We built this country, not you. You didn't do anything. You sat there and were entitled. Okay? And to sit there and act like y'all got money is hilarious, because I know you don't. You've never seen money. That's why you didn't go through what I went through. Again, I was targeted and set up by the government and corrupt departments because people were jelly, because I made real money. See the point? None of you have any bread. Y'all just surface level and just sitting there brainwashed, running your mouth. Who cares? Who asked you? Feel me? That's how I talk. That's reality. And this isn't anything. This is the way I'm supposed to respond. Feel me? So just remember, I don't care who you are. If you say something to me, I'm going to come right back with reality. And you're not going to be able to deal with it or handle it. Trust me. I don't care who you is. So yeah, like I said, as far as Jared and Ryan, we straight, we cool. What I'm talking about got nothing to do with that, right? We straight, we good. I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't know. Hopefully we can work together for real, man. Like I said, they have some resources that I need. If we were actually friends and working together, like I continue to offer, this is why they send them trolls to say, oh yeah, and can I stay at your place? Can I sleep on your couch? What's wrong with that? But meanwhile, that's what those trolls actually do. They all live under a bridge and mooch off of each other. What do you mean? Y'all live off little funds that you throw together and donate. Literally, are you serious right now? Are you really going to act like you're invisible? Like what? They want to act like they're showing something. Like, bro, I have a mansion and estate and billions in equity. I own buildings. And yes, I will gladly go sleep on someone's couch and stay at their place. Why wouldn't I? That doesn't even make sense. See what I'm saying? They make no sense. They just talking to talk. When you travel, why would you not do that? What? These folks is funny as hell. You know what I mean? Want to sit on a computer all day. I'm a grown man, bro. I don't care who it is. You're going to talk to me, right? And there ain't nothing nobody can do about it. You're going to have to just deal with it when I tell you off and tell you reality. Oh, yeah, right to your face. What do you mean? So, like I said, bro, when people come up and tell me, thank you, Batman, for protecting us, that mean everything to me, bro. You know, and I have a good attitude about it. I smile, I said hi, and, you know, anytime, and that's it, you know. So I have a great attitude. And like I said, I don't have no time for people who don't seem to occupy reality. And that's what I'm talking about. To ask me why I'm walking, that's so far in left field. I mean, you could just tell where your mind is at, that it has nothing to do with what's going on. That's all. I'm saying this is why y'all are so inept and unaware of events going on around you. Like, get real, brother. I don't care who you are. Get real. It's inexcusable, man. And that's what I'm saying. These people talk about this and that. You know why you so worried about other people and jelly and me, all y'all? Because you don't got nobody who cares. If they cared and people loved you around you, they'd be checking you for that because they'd let you know reality. You could tell that y'all was raised by people who ain't never been through nothing. Real talk. I'm not supposed to feel some way about it. Oh, I 100% do because I've been through hell because I'm a boss and because people like you will really have the audacity to sit there behind my back and try to paint me like I'm something I'm not to make yourself feel comfortable because, well, you're delusional and you can't seem to deal with reality. I've about had enough of that. Okay. So, like I said, keep it to yourself. Don't say it to me. Okay. From now on, I've about had enough. I'm tired of hearing it. All right. So, like I said, my reality is that I'm Batman. I'm a grown man and I do what I want. And that ain't none of your business. That's how reality works, boss. Okay. So, I'm going to say it again. Folks is funny. They fugazi. And like I said, they waste their time being jelly. How you jelly, but you got a little bit of money, but you jelly and worried about me because it ain't about money. It's about God. It's about purpose. What he'll never have, what none of them will ever have. Purpose. Feel me? Like, yeah, no, keep my name out your mouth, bro. Y'all don't even know nothing about who you talking to or nothing. Like that's crazy to me, bro. Especially when God blesses me more every day. And like I said, I'm about to buy out every block out here. Every block. I'm gonna own all these neighborhoods, everything. Own it. I'm about to buy it all. All these mansions, all of them, I'm about to buy them. So, like I said, that's why it's such karma, and folks don't get it. Like you can't even talk to me no more. I'm walking karma and justice. You say one wrong thing to me, and God is like, "Oh, here you go." That's going to be the next thing. Watch. Now I'm going to end up buying all these mansions out. And I don't sit there and rub it in. I don't go tell you something. No, I just win and then I stay silent. These folks will never get game, man. You're never going to learn because, like I said, you ain't awake. I'm an awoken being, homeboy. You understand? Y'all's little fake generation and your little entitled millennial nonsense. I ain't trying to hear it, bro. Like straight up, bro. When you talk to me, talk about reality. Like I said, if folks is my fans, that's all cool. I'm not gonna act cute for you. No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you what it is. See, I'm not some kind of. That's what they used to. They used to these fake Masons. They used to people being the entertainment. I'm a grown man, son. Is you serious right now? Yeah, grown men. You know what grown men do? They handle business. They handle finances. I run several companies right now. These folks don't seem to get it. You not only not competition, you've never come close. That's why all y'all in your feelings all the time. What do you mean? Ask these folks out here. Did I not go to Austin? They tried to leave me out there so I couldn't get back. I told you it's denial of reality. And then what happened? I came back and went and made them give me my check. I went and picked up my check and they was shook. Tell them about that. Right here. What are you talking about? See, they want to change stories, flip the script. Y'all all in denial of reality, bro. That means I'm winning. Newsflash. Not only am I winning, I'm on another level that you'll never reach. None of you. See, every day I operate at a higher level than you. So while you asking me silly questions, say what you want, bro. I don't care. What can you say? Meanwhile, all the facts add up. They want me to keep talking about my finances. Bro, I got a couple of people. I got one person supporting me right now. They've been fairly consistent. They came and backed me when I needed it most. That's how I got this phone paid this month. I'm eternally grateful. Thank you. You understand? God provides my funding. God helps me. I mean, are you saying that a guy who has stood up to the system, stood up to corruption, that I'm supposed to have money? See, you're not even making no sense because you can't have money and stand up to this system. It's impossible. You don't want to do that. If you had money, you can't stand up to the system. These folks are silly. See, that's what I'm saying. You're not making any sense. You want to talk, but you don't want to have the conversation. We can have a public debate. Any of y'all want to step up? I'm telling you, I'll make you look silly. I don't care who you are, bro. You can go run and tell whoever. All y'all. You understand? Like it's old, man. I'm sick of hearing it. Real talk. Feel me? Like real talk, bro. These millennials, they can go run and tell their parents, and y'all can all come over here and have a public debate. And I'll tell all y'all what reality is. Then you won't do nothing about it because you can't. It's called being powerless. So yeah, quit thinking Batman's such a nice guy, bro. I'm a grown man, is what I am. I'm a grown man that don't play and stood up to everyone, right? Not only for you, but for myself as well. Don't you forget that. You understand? I stand up for people's rights and civil liberties every day. I put everything on the line to do what I do, and I don't run around talking. I get busy. So that's why I'm walking, brother, because I'm busy. I'm busy doing what you don't have the heart to do. Okay? I'm busy doing what the corrupt agencies and corrupt departments don't have the heart to do because they don't do their job and they don't do anything. And everybody knows it. And now they look horrible for it. And now it's exposed publicly. And now they're all going into hiding. And every day there's more corrupt officials getting locked up. What do you mean? It's karma time. So to ask me a silly question right now, that's silly. I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably instant karma. Yeah, that's probably what God going to do and bring. I'll tell y'all all day. My response every time you say something crazy, cool. God gonna handle that. God will provide instant karma for anything you say towards me that don't make sense. Again, it is not a choice anymore to act aloof when these things have all happened right in front of you. To act like you can't get over the past, there's no way that you're still saying your mind is stuck in 2 years ago. Please give me a break, bro. You see why I'm like this? Because I got them folks and they keep acting with me. You're acting, bro. You know reality, man. Act like it, bro. Just like y'all know how to act, okay? So like I said, as far as Jared and Ryan, we straight, we good. Hopefully they'll step up and help me, man. Like I said, they have resources that I can use with them, and we can combine and work together and do things. And that's what I'm here to do. I've never been tricked. I've never been faded. Ain't none of these people online about nothing. They ain't joke. They ain't talking about nothing. And we run the streets. Hold up. We run the streets and we do what we want to do, right? And I'm going to say it again. If somebody says to you, why are you walking? What kind of sense is that in what they're saying? Like I said, why aren't you? Let me ask you something. How come you don't own a mansion and estate and billions in equity in buildings like me? I own 5 cars. How come you don't? Just a basic question. I don't feel any way about it. I'm responding. See, the emotions I go out the window. I ain't worried about that. You're jelly. That's what you told me. Right. We ain't don't talk to me, brother. I ain't got to talk to people like that. What you talking to me for? You're not a fan. You understand what I'm saying? You got a quiet desperation going on. See, I see through everything. This is why I'm Batman. Because it's real. So yeah, like I said, that nonsense, that's fugazi nonsense, man. That's the same people that been watching, right? Like I told you, all these people, all these people's parents, right, that fund everything they do. I'm telling you, all of them the same. They probably tell them, oh yeah, say some nonsense like that. Because they jelly too, because they know they could never come close to me financially. Not now, not ever. Just, what? Everything I got costs more than all y'all's homes, bro. Everything. Want to ask me why I'm walking? Because I can? Because my legs are strong? Is that a serious question? Like, I'm sorry, but is there something wrong with walking? I love exercise personally. It makes me feel great. I don't know what part y'all don't get, right? Just like y'all can't figure out any other secret, but I'm aging backwards. It's called knowledge, brother. That's why I'm walking, because it's knowledge. It's very healthy for you. You should try it sometime. You feel me? So, yeah, no, don't miss me with the fake stuff. All right? So, other than that, like I said, we're going to keep on winning over here, and people need to quit trying to speak for me, twist my words, talk behind my back. Everybody, I'm out here publicly. You see I'm available to the public. All y'all can come see me and talk to me face to face. I'm a real person. Don't worry. Ain't nothing ever going to get out of hand. I control my emotions, but I'm going to respond to you. I'm going to tell you what it is as a grown man, and y'all ain't used to that. Why? Because you're a snowflake generation. Bunch of snowflakes. You weren't raised correctly. You don't know how to think. You understand? You don't know how to stand for anything. So for you to talk to me about me walking or money is crazy. That's hilarious, bro. That's all I'm saying. If you want to talk money, bro, we can talk money, bro. Real talk. I had a bank account with over $300,000 in it. You understand? I made millions every year consecutively. I can teach you about money, but you can never talk down to me or talk about no money. So that's all I'm saying. I mean, if you just asking a question, like I said, it makes no sense. You're stuck 2 years ago in the past. I'm not going to be patient with y'all. Okay? You see what I'm saying? If you're going to ask me a question, please stop asking about a scooter. The scooter was out of commission like 2 years ago. That's how long it's been. It's been like a year and a half. It has to have been at least a year. You're in a year from now? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Why my reaction makes perfect sense? You talking to me, but you talking about stuff that happened a year ago. So what are you stuck in 2024 or something? I don't get it. Right. It's called being jelly, brother. Just say what it is direct. Just say you jelly. You understand? Hey, everybody is, brother. It ain't new. All right. So, like I said, we're going to keep on letting them all know, G-checking everybody, and then go ahead and deal with that. Right. Because ain't nobody going to do nothing about it. And we all know that. So, like I said, I'm the real man. I built all this. I built this brick and mortar, baby. I built all this with my bare hands. You crazy? Like, that's what I'm saying. See, you have to mooch off other people and live off the strength of other people and your family. I actually paid cash for everything I own. Yeah, every home, everything, every asset, digital, physical, I own it. That's why I liquidated assets all the time on and off. I run circles around you. Don't say nothing to me. Don't ask me silly questions, nothing. Keep it moving. Feel me? And that's about it. I'm not that guy, homie. You're not that guy. All right, guy? All right. That's what I thought. So, like I said, I make people laugh. People listen to me. It is what it is, but it's 100% serious over here, man. Don't ever get it confused. That's the thing. I can speak and tell you what it is without having to act out of character, without my emotions getting the best of me. I'm not these other folks. I'm from an old school generation. You understand? There's no problem with having a conversation. Hold on. Not every conversation is going to be pretty. The fact is that y'all and your generation likes to say things and then run and hide. I don't know what that is. Y'all have a problem with a man standing on business and telling you what it is. You don't. You have a problem with men, period. And guess what? There ain't no real man except me. I'm the only real man who ever existed. Get it right. So, like I said, other than that, like I said, everything with Jared and Ryan, cool, A-OK. I bet you them videos doing tons of views. That's all money, right? So the way I look at it, I mean, hey, he helped me. You know what I mean? So if we can work together, that would be great. As far as working with you, I'm down tomorrow. I'm down whenever you want to work. Like if I've got a little bit of sleep and I'm running efficiently somewhat, oh, I'm more than down. All you got to do, like I said, Jared should have a way to contact me. You ain't got to share that with nobody else. Like I said, hit me up, message me. We'll talk. You feel me? You'd have to come pick me up. That's all I can say. But I mean, that's about it. Other than that, as far as buffets and this and that, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's an agenda. I mean, but I don't have money like that right now. And that's the thing. There's nothing contradictory about anything I say. These folks don't want to listen. They want to just talk and make no sense. No, brother. I am funding an entire project, bro. I'm Batman. Do you not get it that I don't walk around? I do so much, it's unreal. I do more than the movie of Bruce Wayne depicted by myself. And this is my issue with people in the public is they will sit there and really try to have this arrogance and this weird, like, I don't even know, audacity. And like, I'm not the one, bro. I'm going to tell you reality, bro. I work way too hard. You can ask folks everywhere. They're like, you're everywhere. Like, yes, because I work harder than you. Okay, beyond comprehension, because I'm at a higher level in vibration, I get more done. If you're in a slow vibration and you ask silly, slow vibrational questions like that, I don't need to talk to you, and you got no business talking to me. Capiche? So, like I said, nah. The fact is, Jared and Ryan have resources. They can help me, right? And that's the truth, and that's what they should be doing, genuinely. And if they did that, it would help them in return, and we'd be able to help each other and work together and build. And that's the truth. They 100% should have me working with them every day that they go out. They have no excuse. Like I said, he can message me. He has a way to contact me. So why not? Let's do it. So all you got to do is message me and say, hey, yo, we'll come pick you up. You know what I'm saying? And we'll take you to work. You know, he said it's like 11 an hour. I'll work whatever hours you want. You know what I'm saying? And if I could do that and actually get paid whenever they pay, or if they pay cash every day, I don't know. But if I could get some money in rotation, just a little bit, an opportunity, you'd be helping me tremendously. And that's all I've asked for down here. Hey, is it okay if I work? These folks don't let me work down here. Y'all want to act like I'm lying. Bro, I fill out an application for everywhere down here. That's why when I'm saying, when the people say stuff like that, why are you walking? It's coming from that place. So nah, we're not going to put up with that. We're going to tell you reality. Why am I walking? Because I'm better than you. That's why. And I mean that. Because I'm better than you. That's why. Because I ain't from here. That's why I'm walking. You see what I'm saying? See, folks want to judge and they want to give their opinion, but you ain't in my position down here. You don't know what it's like. You don't. None of you could walk in my shoes down here. You have no idea. You couldn't comprehend what I've been through down here. None of you. You have no clue. So before you start yapping, know who you're talking to. Okay? So other than that, like I said, with Jared and Ryan, that's what we should do. You know, they should help me to get some money in my pocket. That way we can all work together and I can have my own money and bring my own money to the table. It's not like I'm not making bread. I'm doing great with this, but they pay very little. And this is a project that I'm working on that's building sufficiently as we go. And I have to use the funds to do what I got to do. These people, again, act like I haven't just set 59 world records. I eat more than you. I make plenty of money. I can't save any money because I eat a lot. Because I happen to be pretty big. I'm huge when it comes to strength. So, I mean, I'm pure muscle. So, like, what do you mean? Like, I eat all my money away. If you gave me $50,000, do you really think that that would last that long with me? Do you understand how much I eat? These folks don't listen. Like, I'm being serious. That's all it is. My only expenditure is that I eat a ton. I eat, bro. When I eat, I eat. I mean, I'm talking eat. Okay. I'll eat the whole meal and the dessert. So I'm supposed to feel bad because you say some nonsense like that? Why are you walking? Because I eat more than you. Because I literally take up more space than you. And everything I do speaks volumes, and what you do does nothing. That's why. Because I doubt, and I know for a fact that you're not comfortable living in that low vibration and nobody knowing who you are. And that's why you talk like that. Because you have a quiet desperation. Because you're a narcissist, just like the guy with the Charlie Kirk thing was. And those are the people I can't stand them, bro. Like, that's the thing, bro. Don't sit there and act like you my fan, bro. Real talk. And y'all be mad weird, too. Y'all always got glasses. It's always the glasses wearers ones. It's always them that are like the complete psychopaths. Like, real talk. And they just don't seem to, like, they can't grasp reality. And then they see me and they see, man, that's everything that I wish I could be. So then they start that nonsense. Yeah, don't bring it around me, brother. That's why I'm Batman. So I don't play with jokers. Feel me? So yeah, I don't know. I done told the public what it is. Folks want to act confused. There ain't nothing confusing over here, bro. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I don't know the channel. Oh, you know exactly who I am, boy. Quit playing, man. Like I said, I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Stay easy, bro. I'm successful as hell. You can never come close to me, bro. I'm not just talking. You know, that'd be one thing if I was formulating talking responses. I'm talking facts. You hilarious. Folks would never even say nothing to me. Are you serious? You're not anywhere near my level, bro. Like, real talk, get on my level, bro. Y'all will never catch up, man. That's crazy to me, man. Like I said, they want to talk, but the minute, like, do you know all that would have to happen and nothing would change is, like, if Jared and Ryan had me work with them, right? And 11 an hour. If I started working, I'd work whatever hours they want to let me work. If they'd actually be fair for once and let me work, I would stack all that money and I'd get everything rolling. I'd build everything. I'd build companies, everything. So it's up to them. If they really have my best interest at heart and have a change of heart and they want to help me, then I'll be able to build everything and build everything with and for them. I'm one of the original creator beings, bro. When the angels were created, I'm an angel. So with people, with these humans, you don't understand. I'm a system. One thing is system one thing, but I'm also a system builder. And you don't get that I can. All right. How are all of you doing out there today? Let's see if I can get a decent camera angle. Let's see. Oh, I don't want the voices being recorded on here. Oh, I'm sore as hell. All right. So yeah, see, we don't play your game anymore. We don't need a chat room over here, bro. Like I said, like until all that until all that nonsense is like stops and is addressed, there's no point. Why would I play y'all's game when we here to play my game? You understand? That's my whole deal. Like, I would love to have the chat room open if people didn't have an agenda and people was being positive.
But if people on what they on, which they've made that clear, I'm all right. It doesn't faze me, brother, whatsoever, because I didn't ask nobody for their opinion. What I do, I don't ask permission. Feel me?
Yeah, like I said, YouTubers better start getting smart. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm a gangster. Y'all better start getting smart. Why don't these folks is on what they trying to do? You say, yeah. I got them all in their feelings on here, bro. It's crazy. It's too easy. Too easy to get to.